to. Let's bring in Bradley Beal, the Washington Wizards guard. Each playoff series starts this weekend against the Toronto Raptors. One of the better shooters in the NBA in Bradley Beal. Bradley, when you were coming up in high school or before, when did you know that, all right, I'm going to be a good shooter?
When I was 6 years old.
What was there something that prompted that?
No, my mom just she's the one who taught me how to play, and ever since I was little, I've always just sit in my parents' room on a little Nerf hoop, just shooting baskets, and she would just teach me the proper techniques ever since I was 6. So it kind of just stuck with me for the rest of my life.
So you were using proper form on the Nerf hoop.
Yeah, kind of weird, but yeah, I would.
You know, when you're playing, growing up as a kid, 6, 7, 8 years old, I mean, is it a lot of repetition? Is that all it is, or is there a trick to becoming a great shooter?
Oh, I think the biggest trick is just confidence. I mean, it doesn't matter how you shoot, whether you're right-handed, left-handed. I think as long as you're confident in yourself and in your shot, it has a great chance of going in. So no matter what your mechanics are, as long as you believe in your shot and you believe in your comfort level of shooting, then I think you'll be fine.
You only shot, I think, 33% from 3 at Florida. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Was that number low for any particular reason? Because everybody knew you coming into the NBA, you were going to be a good shooter. The numbers just didn't reflect that at Florida necessarily.
Yeah, I think it's because I pressed myself too much. I was trying to prove myself, and instead of just going out and playing and just enjoying the game that I love to play. Yeah, I didn't really necessarily shoot it too well in college, so I think the biggest thing is just I was just trying too hard, and instead of just letting the game come to me.
When a guy gets to the pros, can he be taught to be a great shooter, or at that point is it almost too late?
I think you can be taught, because I think if you see it, you see a lot of guys each year, they add something to their game, and some guys add shooting. Some guys can add the three-pointer to their game. So I think you being in the pros doesn't necessarily root out you being able to shoot.
So can Elfrid Payton be a great shooter?
I think he could. I wouldn't say great. I think I wouldn't say great, but I think he'll be able to continue to progress and be better at his shot. Yeah.
Who's the best shooter you've ever seen?
Ray Allen.
Did you grow up watching Ray?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. He's my favorite player, him and AI.
When you watch Ray Allen, do you try to mimic his form? Because that's kind of what he's known for, that almost picturesque jump shot.
You know what, I try to, but at the same time, I have my own comfort level of shooting, and it's I definitely watch his technique. I watch his footwork probably more than anything, and how he uses his legs in his shot, and because his release is fantastic. Yes, he probably has one of the fastest releases I've ever seen. So, but whenever I watch film on him, that's one thing I'm watching. I'm watching his feet, his balance, and things like that.
You picked two pretty different guys to watch growing up, Bradley. Ray Allen and Allen Iverson.
Yeah, one's a pure shooter, and the other one's a scorer. You gotta be able to have both in your game, playing the position that I play.
He's Bradley Beal, Washington Wizards guard, joining us here at Dan Patrick Show. Rumors now, Bradley, that your old college coach, Billy Donovan, might want to come to the pros. What kind of pro coach think he'd make?
I think he'd be great. I think I agree with the rumors. I think he'll definitely leave. I think he won't pass that opportunity up too many times, and I think he'll be a tremendous coach. He loves playing in pick and rolls. He loves to space the floor, and he gives his players freedom. So I think he'll excel well in the league.
What's the difference between being a good college coach versus being a good pro coach?
I don't know.
I can put it to you another way, Bradley. If Billy Donovan coached you the same way he did at Florida in the pros, how would it go over?
Well, I think I would continue to get better, because I think that's one thing that he lives off of. He wants his players to continue to get better and better each and every day. If that's one thing he will do, he will push you to be the best that you can possibly be. So I think in terms of his coaches and player relationship, I think it'll be terrific.
One of those old sayings, and maybe it's not an old saying, they kind of say it now a lot, is that you can't coach pros the way you coach college kids.
True.
I mean, do you agree with that, and what does that mean to you?
I agree. I think because there's probably more leeway. There's more structure in college, I think, and in the NBA is not as much while you're on the floor. It's kind of more reaction, more of just going off the flow of things. and just playing basketball in general. I think in college you have to coach a little bit more than you do in the pros, because you have guys who've been in the league for 10-plus years and guys who are vets, and guys are grown men and old enough to know what they're doing for.
Been kind of a strange year for you guys. Got off to that hot start. Then all of a sudden you get injured, some inconsistency there. You win 4 in a row. You drop 3 of the next 4. What's the feeling within this team as you head to the postseason?
Oh, we're feeling good. We're confident in ourselves. We know we slipped up a little bit in the midways through the year, but I think lately, these course of these last 9 games or so, we've done a better job of gaining our mentality back, gaining our swagger back, and I think we're definitely ready for the playoffs.
What's been going on with you guys on the road this year? 17-24?
You know what? I wish I knew. I think your answer probably better than ours, man. We're trying to figure it out now, but I think it's just a matter of us just playing well and just locking in on what we need to do. You know, we can't get too caught up in the crowd. We can't get too caught up in ourselves individually. I think we just have to do a better job of staying focused on our team goals and what we need to do to win.
Have you tried any tricks over the course of the season? Maybe take different buses, stay in different hotels, anything?
Actually, we have. I think it's a few times we've changed hotels this year. We've changed bus routes and things to the game. So it's we're trying everything possible.
Well, good to visit with you, Bradley. Appreciate the time, and best of luck in this first round against Toronto.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That's Bradley Beal, Washington Wizards guard, here on the Dan Patrick Show.